We asked you a lot about the defense yesterday. Going to ask you about the offense today. Does it make things more simple when on the offensive end when Jamal's kind of playing the way that he is, when that's the way you guys kind of want to initiate a lot of your actions?
I mean, I don't know if it makes it more simple. I think the offense has never been a problem. We've been, I think, elite offensively probably for 5-6 years now. It helps our offense because now you just have another weapon out there, a guy that can shoot the three, great mid-range shooter, can score in the post, gets to the foul line, and obviously I think most importantly, Ryan, just a two-man combo and chemistry that he and Nikola have. So I don't know if it necessarily simplifies it, but it makes their offense the number 3 offense in the league right now. It just makes it that much more potent having that talented of a player out there who's able to do all the things that Jamal can do.
What was the focus today? I think yesterday you said maybe some contact, get up and down a little. Today,
yeah,
right?
we did some transition defense, an area where we have to be much better. Worked on a bunch of Washington plays and concepts to get them ready for tomorrow night's game. Worked on some late game special situation plays. A lot of shooting script. So that really was like our first complete practice that we've had in quite a while. So it's good to get almost everybody out here and get up and down, and there was a lot of good energy in the gym.
We talked a couple weeks ago about Jamal being in good shape, but maybe not great shape. What's the progress report on him in that regard, and also just the team at large from a conditioning standpoint?
Yeah, I think overall, I think we're in pretty good shape. The hardest thing is when you play in altitude, but for the first 20 games or so, we're out of altitude so much. So it really makes it hard to keep that type of conditioning in place when you're in and out. But I think with Jamal, I think he was heading in the right direction. Then he hit COVID, kind of put him back a little bit. You can see right now he's staying late after practice, working on his game. And the delicate balance of Jamal is the injury. He's had it banged a couple of times lately, so you want him to practice, but you also want to make sure we have guys available tomorrow night. I don't want to win the battle, lose the war, so to say. So I think Jamal is definitely heading in the right direction, and as we continue this progression, I think he's just going to continue to get in better and better shape.
With Bones and finishing at the rim, he's a little bit down this year in his numbers at the rim. What do you see from him, and how can he improve and become more efficient?
Well, we spend a lot of time working on finishing almost every day. If it's not part of practice, it's part of everybody's PD plan before practice. So I think for Bones or for anybody, it's just a matter of concentrating, getting used to absorbing contact, finishing through contact, concentration, because obviously I think those are valuable points. We get there, you have to make sure. It seems like we miss a bunch of layups every night, easy shots that we have to convert. And that's for the whole team, especially like a guy like DeAndre Jordan. He came here, I was hoping he'd finish a lot better than he has. I was hoping that he'd give us more rim protection, but DeAndre, even though a 15-year vet, is still he's still like a young player, work in progress. Work in progress. Love you, DJ.
Michael, when you're deciding if it's going to be a DJ night or a Zeke night, are you just looking at the opposing team size, or what all kind of goes into that decision?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of both. Who are we playing? Are they small ball? They have a traditional backup big. It's also trying to find a rhythm and a unit that can go out there and play consistently well off of our bench. I think the one thing DJ has done at a very high level is his rebounding. You look at his rebounding per minutes, per 36. He's done a great job of that. And, in all seriousness, when he does screen and roll, he provides that dynamic roller that, I think we need. That opens up shots at the rim, but also opens up threes behind it. So, and then Zeke, when he's called upon, he gives us a little bit more defensive versatility because of his ability to switch under guards and guard on the perimeter. So, almost like a game-by-game basis, depending on who we're playing.
Hey, Coach, for somebody who's mostly a baseball writer, such as myself, one of the things that I marvel at with Joe is his passing ability. I noticed the other night, not just around the key, but even his long baseball-type passes. What is it that allows him to make such depth passes all the time? Is it just awareness? What is it?
No, I think it speaks to, one, his skill level. He has tremendous vision, high IQ. He sees things before they happen. He's a step ahead of everybody on the floor. But, within that, he's also got the skill to make passes that are long touchdown type passes over the top, a cross-court skip pass to an open man, or a pass in the paint through traffic where he sees guys, and he not only knows where his teammates are, but more importantly, he knows where the defense is, and he can read and react to that. So I think it's a combination of just terrific skill work, high IQ, and a very unselfish, selfless type of a person.
How excited are you to see Monte and Will?
Oh, really excited. Definitely miss both those guys. They were such a big part of what we've done here. I was with Will for 7 years. I was with Monte for 6, I believe. And both of those guys deserve a lot of credit and gratitude for what they brought to this team. I've been here 8 years, and I owe them a lot of gratitude because they were a big part of our success on the court. They were a big part of our culture here. Definitely miss them. And obviously, I hope they win 80 games and lose 2 against us.
And then,
but I love both those guys.
Wes as well.
Yeah, well, he's all right. Wes is all right. Wes obviously is as good of a coach as he is. Wes is a better person. I mean that sincerely. Him, his entire family, miss all of them, and I'm just happy and proud of him for having a chance to be a head coach in this league, because it's been well deserved, and it's been a long time getting ready for that, and he's finally gotten the chance. And I think he's shown everybody in this league that he is more than capable of being a head coach for many, many more years to come.
Has he called you at all during the season?
Yeah, we talked. Yeah, we talked throughout the summer. We talked during the season. We're getting ready to play some teams that they played. I may shoot him a call or a text. Same thing for him. So it's nothing but love and respect for Wes, for Monte, for Will, for all the guys that are still, in my eyes, once a Nugget, always a Nugget. It's still a part of our family.
Coach, I know a lot of injuries have kind of gone into mixing and matching the starting unit, the bench unit, things like that. Have you found a group that you've liked, that you have found some consistency with lately? I know that Christian's been the guy that's been first off the bench. What are some of the different combinations, maybe not specifically naming guys, but that you've liked?
Well, I think our starting unit, I think their numbers, whether it was with Michael, and now I think Michael has missed maybe 9 games, or tomorrow will be his 9th game. And I think Bruce being in that starting lineup, I think our starting unit has been effective. I think, since we made the decision to get Jamal out and to have him close the first and start the second with the second unit, I think that's kind of taken some of the burden off Bones to make the play every time down the floor. So now there's 2 capable playmaker scorers out there, 2 vets in DeAndre and Jeff, and then Christian obviously is a guy that's been playing well. So as you mentioned, I think the most challenging part has been through 26 games, guys in and out of the lineup have forced us to try quite a few different units, and we've won a few games recently, and it's never finished, man. There's going to be another curveball coming our way. We'll have to find another unit, another sub, another rotation that can make us that much better. So we haven't found it yet, but we're always in search of it. Thanks.